Oh hi, thanks for watching my video. So, Spa Day got a pack refresh. How lovely. So what enters my mind when one pack gets an update? Get completely carried away and think about all the updates I want in the other packs. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sounds reasonable, right? No point in hanging around, let's just jump into it. So the next pack that I think needs an update is the Outdoor Retreat game pack. This was the first game pack released, and don't get me wrong, I do like this pack and I play with it from time to time, but there just isn't enough to do to justify the effort of taking my Sims on vacation. I think that there are a few things that could be done to give players more of an incentive to play with it. For example, they could add more activities that are specific to Granite Falls. The log game from The Sims 2 springs to mind, or maybe they could expand on woodworking. The large lot in the forest is a good spot to add more activities. I made a video not so long ago where I rebuilt and added more activities to this lot to make it more fun. Now, I'm not saying I did an amazing job, but you can watch the video linked in the white box now if you want to see what I mean when I say we could do with some more activities on that lot. In Mount Komorebi, there are areas of the world where Sims can take a tour or they can just wander around. It would be good if there was the option to do that in Granite Falls, especially with all the forest area. There aren't many lots in Granite Falls and it might be too much to add more, but even if there were more landmarks or interactable objects in the forest, that would be good. And seeing as cottage living introduced wildlife to the world of Henford-on-Bagley, it kind of makes sense to have more wildlife in Granite Falls. Maybe your Sim could spot a deer running around or have the chance of some of their picnic being stolen by squirrels. Also, am I the only one who really misses the souvenirs that we used to be able to buy in vacation worlds? Another pack I'd like to see an update on would be Seasons. One of the main features of Seasons was the addition of the calendar, but of course that's now been added to base game too, so I feel like Seasons could do with something added to it. How cool would it be for your Sim to receive a bouquet of flowers at their door or a rose in the mailbox on Love Day from their secret admirer? If you could follow your Sims trick-or-treating a few houses in their neighbourhood. Or if you could get your kids to post a wish list in the mail to Santa Claus. One fan favourite from The Sims 3 Seasons was the festivals, and although we have festivals in The Sims 4, it doesn't bring that same kind of excitement. It would make holidays just seem a bit more meaningful to bring them back. There wouldn't even necessarily need to be a new lot type. Remember when there was that concert held in Willow Creek Park? They could just do pop-up events like that, like a spring dance or a spooky haunted house in a pumpkin patch. Get to work. So this was the first expansion pack released for The Sims 4, and to be honest, I think it's a good pack. I like the active careers and it's nice that my Sims can own a business. However, I can't help but think that there was missed opportunity here. Sims can open a retail business, which is great, but due to the way that The Sims 4 is made, there isn't much need to visit a store. It's not like it was in The Sims 2, where a Sim had to physically go to a clothes store to buy clothes. Your Sims can wear whatever they want anytime. I feel like more people would be inclined to own a business if there were more options. For example, in addition to owning a retail business, they could make it so that Sims can own pubs, bars, maybe even a salon now that they've introduced manicures. There's currently a mod by Little Miss Sam which is called Live in Business, which allows your Sim to run a bar or a store, a cafe. There's various business types that they can run from home, all by giving their home the lot trait of Live in Business. But of course, not all Sims players have the luxury of using custom content and mods, so I think it would be really good if Get to Work was given an update that allowed Sims to run more business types with the option of opening a business at home. I'd also like to see more done to the health system. Sims can get sick and will need to go to the doctor, but there aren't really any consequences at all. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the health system has to be ultra realistic, but it would be good to see a little more realism to the game. In an ideal world, there would be a chance of death by illness. If a Sim gets sick and doesn't have surgery, then there should be a chance that they could die. People who carry out strenuous activities could run the risk of breaking an arm. Maybe weather can impact Sims. Like in winter you might get a cold, in summer you might get allergies. Or what about if a pregnant Sim could go to the doctor for a scan or a checkup? I guess it depends on how realistic they want to be, but those are a few examples of what I'd love to see if Get to Work had a refresh. Another pack I'd like to see updated is Parenthood. It would be quite nice to have more included for the little ones. Parenthood does have some good features included, so I wouldn't be asking for much, just a few small novelties, like maybe some more after-school activities for kids and teens. Maybe add a football club or a ballet class. I think I mentioned this already in my kits video, but I think it would be a welcomed addition. Adult Sims can get promoted at work and earn rewards. For example, they can unlock objects and build and buy. And it would be nice for kids if they could do that as well. Say if they do well at their after-school activity, to maybe have a little certificate or a trophy in their inventory. Parenthood would also be the perfect opportunity to add prom in the mix for teens. Maybe add school graduation too. Just a couple more ideas, why not have preschool for toddlers? Rather than having your toddler disappear or get a nanny when your Sim goes to work, we should be able to have the option to sign them up for a preschool a few days a week, even if your parent stays home. We all need a minute to ourselves every now and again after all. Remember private school? It would be nice to see that return. Not quite in the same way as The Sims 3 where your kids just disappear until they age up, but like in The Sims 2, where it's just a normal school hours, but the kids instead wear a uniform and have private school in their work tab. Cool kitchen stuff. I know this was only a stuff pack, so you can't expect that much, but credit where credit's due, the Sims team have stepped it up when it comes to stuff packs. I mean, look at the paranormal stuff. That's a good example of a stuff pack that offered a good amount of content. With that in mind, I don't think that a cheeky refresh would do any harm. And cool kitchen stuff would be a good place to start when it comes to stuff packs. I mean, apart from a few pieces of Creator Sim items, you only get one kitchen, which I personally was surprised by. I thought there would be like 3 kitchens, to be honest. I feel like adding another kitchen set would be good, along with a few other novelty items specific to the kitchen. Like maybe add a blender so Sims can add fruit and make their own smoothies. Maybe some appropriately themed decor items like cereal boxes, cookbooks, measuring scales. The type of items that would fit in with the cluttered kitchen. Also, just a side request, I would really like the option to have cooking aprons added as an accessory so your Sims can wear one over their normal clothes. Another one? Okay, calm down, I'll give you another one. Movie hangout stuff. I don't think much is needed to improve this stuff pack. For me personally, there's just one thing I would absolutely love. Cinemas. Now I know that we can make cinemas in Build and Buy, but it's not the same as having a functional cinema in the game. I'm talking cinema lot type, a ticket booth out front where you can choose which movie you want to watch. Maybe there's a timetable so you have to come in at that time that the movie is playing. Or maybe you can choose which movie you want to play so that the lot is open and not a rabbit hole. And maybe have a few quirky features, like if a kid is trying to buy tickets to a horror movie, you'll be told you're not allowed, but adults can see it. Maybe your Sims will get a little mood buff from going to the cinema, and a flirty mood buff if they have a date at the cinema. Kind of like the buffs they get when they go out to eat. You could even incorporate movies in with seasons events, like for Love Day, maybe they'll want to watch a romantic film or go on a cinema date. Maybe during winter your Sims will want to watch a Christmas movie. I don't know, just little things that could add a touch more depth. Backyard stuff. I think this stuff pack could just do with a bit of a revamp. Considering it's supposed to have stuff for the backyard, there isn't really that much for the backyard. I'd love to see some more objects for kids, like a reasonably sized climbing frame, a sand pit, maybe a tree house. I think it would be a good opportunity to add some more pool items, like a slide and maybe some more floaties. I know there's the slip and slide object, but that's pretty much the only gameplay that comes with this pack. You could say that gameplay shouldn't be considered when it comes to stuff packs, but I personally think there should be some gameplay added with all packs, even if it's just a few things. So I would probably add 1 or 2 more items that add gameplay, like maybe a little lemonade making machine where kids and older can make lemonade. So there are a few packs I would like to see updates for. Do I expect them to happen? No. But Christmas is a few months away and I've been so good this year, so I'm allowed to ask. What packs would you like to see updated? Do you agree with my picks? Is there anything in the packs I've mentioned that you'd want to add? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. You know I love it when you do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.